Hello, my name is Caroline Liviakis. I am a Pilates teacher at ROC Pilates, and I'm going to guide you through a series of exercises today that use the band, the flex band or the TheraBand, whatever you choose to use. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of a stretch and posture series here on the floor. So you're going to start with your legs crossed, or if that doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can always have your feet on out in front of you, whichever feels the best on your back. So you're going to sit up tall through the spine, shoulders back, crown of the head lifted up to the ceiling. Arms are straight out in front of you. So let's just start with moving our scapula so that we get our shoulder blades in place. You're just going to move your arms straight forward and then draw the shoulder blades back and in. Reach your arms forward and then shoulder blades down and in. Let's go 4 more times. We have 1 and down and in, and 2, 3, and 1 more time, 4. Now keep that there. You're going to go ahead and pull the band apart all the way and release. And pulling the band apart. Now as I'm pulling the band apart, I'm thinking of squeezing my shoulder blades down and in together. So I'm feeling this on my back, even though it's my arms that are really moving. And so you get to adjust how much you feel this. So the closer that you bring your hands together on the band, the more that you're going to feel this. So if you aren't feeling enough tension right now, just walk your hands a little bit further in together. And let's go 4 more times. We have 4, slowly release in, and 3, in. You should be feeling the backs of your arms working, and 1 more time, 1. Now let's take the arms up into a V. Arms come up and release down, and up and down, and down, and up. Same idea, squeeze those shoulder blades down and in. 4, and 3, and 2. 1 more time, 1. Holding here. You're going to take those arms back behind your body for a shoulder stretch. Release your arms forward. Arms come back behind your body for a shoulder stretch and release forward. So as those arms come back, you're going to keep your chest lifted straight up. And back behind you, reach and hold, and slowly release. 4 more times. 4, holding there, and release. And 3, holding there, release. And 2, release. 1 more time, and release. Okay, so now we're going to add the chest to that. So take your arms up and back, pull the band apart. So you should be feeling a lot of arm work on this during your stretch. So arms are back here holding. Take your sternum, lift your chest forward and up to arch your back. This should increase that shoulder stretch you're feeling. And a little bit more work there on those arms, pulling the band apart. Release the arms forward. Curve your upper back for a release. So I'm stretching between my shoulder blades. Lift those arms straight up to the ceiling. Lift your chest up, arching up and back. And release your arms forward, curving your upper back, so stretching between the shoulder blades. And arms come up, lifting the chest up and back. Pull the band apart even more. And releasing down and forward into your curve. And arms come up, pulling the band apart. Make sure your arms don't drop down any further than where I have them. Lift the chest up a little higher. And curving your upper back. We have 1 more time. Chest lifts forward and up, pull the band apart, and release forward, curving through your upper back, stretching between the shoulder blades. Now, lift those arms up. You're going to hold up here, arching back. We're going to pull the band apart and release, and apart, and release. Keep arching back even further with each of these arm movements. And we have 4, and 3, and 2, 1 more time, And release, arms come up and over, lifting up tall through the spine. Go ahead and twist over to the right side of the room, holding here. Pull those shoulder blades down and in onto the back. Twist a little bit further and hold. Twist a little bit further and release back into the center. Pull the band apart. Twisting over to the left. Holding here. Twisting over even further and even further. Holding here and release into the center. One more time each side. Twisting over to the right. Pulling the band apart. Twisting over. Hold and twisting further. And center, and to the left. Over, holding here, twist even further, and center. Now we're gonna go ahead and twist over to the right, and we're holding here. We're gonna pulse, pulling the band apart even further. Twist, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center and left, pulling the band apart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, right, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, left, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give those arms a break. You should have felt a lot of shoulder work there. Let's go ahead and twist again to the right. So bring your hands a little closer this time now on your band. Pull the band apart. This is a little harder now. We twist over to the right, holding here. Take your arms up and you twist even further. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center and left. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twist to the right and hold. Hold the band apart and release and apart. Each time you pull the band apart, twist a little bit further. So you're making that rotation happen yourself, so you will get out of this exercise what you put into it. So keep twisting. And 2 more. 1 and 2. Let's go over to the left. All the way over to the left, twist over as much as you can, and we pull apart. And release, and apart. Each time we pull apart, I'm going to twist a little bit more, and a little bit more. And 3 more. 3 and 2. One more time. 1. Come back into the center. Twist over to the right. Lift your chest up and back, arching up. And center. And arching up and back. Pulling those arms back behind your body with your twist. And center. One more time each side. Twisting over to the right. Arching up and back. And center. And to the left, arching up and back. And center. Good job. Okay, so now reset your shoulder blades onto your back, lifting up tall. You're going to now pull just your right arm and your left. Now you might have to readjust where your hands are on the band for this. You might need to give yourself a little more tension. So now as you're doing this, you're pressing your neck back, lifting nice and tall. And 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let the chest twist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pull the right arm there. Hold. Pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have center and left. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center and right, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have center and left, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those arms down. Give yourself a few shoulder rolls And a few neck rolls here, side to side. And good. Let's lift those arms back on up. Arms up overhead. Arch your chest up and back for a shoulder stretch. Now we're going to hold those arms here. Bend your elbows and extend the arms back. And bend. And extend. And bend. So I'm bending my elbows forward in toward my armpits. You should feel your shoulder stretch immediately increase as you do that. Pulling the band apart even more. And we have 4. And stretch. And 3. Stretch. And 2. Stretch. One more time. And stretch. Bring your arms up and over. Tuck your pelvis. Curve back a little bit further. We now want to stretch through the mid-back. And lifting up in the center. Let's go one more set. Arching up and back. We bend the elbows. And extend. Each time trying to lower the arms a little bit behind you. 4. And 3. Extend. And 2. One more time. And bring those arms up and over. Tuck your pelvis. Curving back. Stretching your mid-back here. Arms come up. You're going to go ahead and pull your right arm down to the right side. Then take that left arm back so you meet your arms into a Y shape behind you, or a V shape. Right arm comes up to an L, and then come back in the center. So we have L to the right. Then find your V in the back, L to the left, and center. L to the right, V in the back, L to the left, and in the front. And we have 1. And 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more times, 1, 2, hold there, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's reverse to the left, L shape to the left. Take that right arm back, meet the arms in your V. Then only the left arm moves up, then you release in the front. L and V, hold there, L and center. And over, and back, and over, and center. Over, back, and over, center. 2 more times, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Those shoulders should have gotten a lot of stretching and work right there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and lay on down onto the mat. We're going to get started with warming up the glutes and the abdominals. So let's start with putting the band right underneath our upper back. So you're going to take your band right up here and think kind of the top of the rib cage. So right up around here. You're going to lay on down all of the way, so make sure you've got a solid amount of your weight on the band there. So let's just start with just getting our bridges warmed up, and then we'll add some arms. So you're going to imagine you have a ball between your knees, push your heels down into the floor, tuck your pelvis, roll your hips up all the way into a bridge. Squeeze your glutes up here, and then go ahead and roll down through your upper back, through your mid-back, and your lower back, finding your neutral at the bottom. Tuck your pelvis, rolling those hips, articulating them up 1 vertebrae at a time. Squeezing your glutes up here at the top. Go ahead and roll on down through your upper back, your mid-back, and your lower back. 2 more times before we add arms. Tuck the pelvis, rolling the hips up, squeezing your glutes up here, keeping your hips lifted as you roll down through your upper, mid, and lower back. Last one. Tuck, rolling your hips up all the way, holding your hips up here, and rolling down slowly through the spine. Okay, so now let's add an arm movement onto this. So grab pretty high up onto your band here. You're gonna tuck the pelvis, roll the hips all the way up, shoot your arms straight up to the ceiling, holding there. Squeeze your glutes up here a little bit more, and go ahead and tuck the pelvis, rolling down, keeping those arms reaching. When you find neutral, then you release the arms. And tuck the pelvis, rolling the hips up, arms shooting straight up toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes up here a little bit more, and slowly rolling on down, bending the elbows by the sides. 2 more times. Tuck and roll on up, arms shoot straight forward. As those arms shoot straight up, squeeze your shoulder blades in together, and slowly rolling back down, bending the elbows. Final one, here we go. Tuck, rolling up, arms up to the ceiling, and keep those arms straight as you're rolling down slowly. And now let's go ahead and roll back up, and we're gonna hold there. Tuck the pelvis, rolling up here. You're gonna go ahead and bend your elbows by your sides, and straighten, and bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten, bend, and straighten. We have 4, and 3, and 2. One more time. Keep those arms straight. Open your arms out to the sides. We're gonna go ahead and bend, and straighten, and bend. So to a V. Bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. We have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower your hips down all the way through the spine, okay? Let's go ahead and take the arms straight out to the side, so all the way straight out. Go ahead and tuck your pelvis and roll your hips all the way up into your bridge. We have bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten, bend, and straighten. So out to the sides. Now you're gonna try to keep your elbows as close as you can to the floor as you're bending and straightening. Same with your wrists. And hips stay lifted. Keep those hips lifted consistently. That's the really tough part of this. And we have 4, and 3, and 2, last 1. And tuck and roll back on down. Good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and press those hips all the way up. Arms are out to the sides. Take your arms straight back up to the ceiling. You're going to go ahead and lift both of your heels up. Lower those heels down. Both heels lift and lower and lift and lower, lift and lower and lift and lower. 8 more times. 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Tuck the pelvis, rolling on down all of the way. Bend your elbows in. Take your arms out to a V. Pelvis rolls on up all the way into a bridge. Right heel lifts. Change to the left and right. And left and right. And left and right. And left, and we have 8. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Both heels lift. Roll your hips back on down all the way. Arms back all the way out to the side, straight out and up. Roll those hips up all of the way, holding up here. You're going to go ahead and lower the hips down a couple inches. Press up and down and up and down. Squeeze up and down. Squeeze up, and we have 8. And 7, squeeze up, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press those those hips up, tuck your pelvis and roll on down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take the band out from underneath. We're going to put our feet now into the band. So let's actually start with just your right foot. You're going to put it around kind of the ball of the foot slash the mid part of the foot, and then you're going to lay on down all the way. So we're just going to start here with a little bit of leg work. So really curl your hands high up onto the band so you give yourself a lot of resistance. If you have multiple bands to use your heaviest band for this. We want a lot of tension. You could even double your band up if your band is long enough to give yourself a lot of tension. So your left leg can either be straight out or bent, whichever works best for you. You're going to go ahead and keep your neutral pelvis the whole time. So you're going to straighten your right leg out all the way and bend back in. And straighten, and bend, and straighten, and bend. Straighten, bend. So I'm squeezing through my glutes on the right side. So this is clearly not the same amount of tension that you would feel if you were pressing on the reformer, for instance, but it's enough where you should be feeling like you're getting a little bit of glute work here. But that's going to take a lot of concentration. So really focus on your sits bone back here on the right side, and you're squeezing there as you're straightening your leg. So you're creating more tension than the band is providing. And you're pushing through the heel, and bent, and through the heel. So I'm squeezing through the back of my leg. And push, squeeze, and bend, and push, and bend, and push, and bend. And we have 8, and 7, and 6, 5, squeeze from the back of the leg, 4, and 3, and 2, one more time, holding here. Leg lifts up toward the sky, lower back down, and up, and down. So you're going to flex your foot as much as you can as the leg is lifting up. We're trying to get a little bit of a stretch there in the hamstring, and then a little bit of glute work as you're pressing down. And squeeze the glute to press down. And we have 8, and 7, and 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your leg up here. Grab the band with both arms up. You're going to flex the foot. We're going to push the leg into the band, squeezing the glute. Press, send, press. So I have a lot of tension on my band here. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now kick. You're going to grab the leg up a little higher, and you're going to kick back and back. So my emphasis is kicking toward my head. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. We have pushing forward, 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 forward. Keep squeezing from the glutes. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab higher up on the band. We have kicking back, back. Flex the foot even more. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg is straight up toward the ceiling. You're going to have to adjust how you're grabbing the band throughout this exercise, so it's not always the most fluid of movements, but it'll feel really great on your legs. So you're going to open your right leg out all the way to the right side, holding there. So your right arm can come up here if that feels good, or if you get more support through bending it in, then that's the way that you should do it. And then take your right leg over your midline, crossing over to the left side. Flex the foot, straighten the knee. And let's take that right leg up and over to the right. Now as you're doing that, you're pulling it closer in toward your body. And take the leg up and over to the left again. That stretch over to the left should feel pretty intense. We're trying to get these large ranges of motion to stretch out before we start to do some big leg circles. And one more time, up and over, all the way over to the left. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and circle the right leg out to the side, down to the floor, over to the left and up. So big circles here, and over, up and around. Each time, you're going to kick that leg up in toward your chest a little bit higher each time. Over, and take that leg over the midline, even more, over to the left, up and around. Over, up and around. Same idea, more tension, grab further down onto the band. Less, grab further up. And over, up and around. 2 more times. 1, and up, and 2, and up. Now reverse. Leg goes up and around. Down and over. And down. And up. So cross that leg over and up. We have 4. Up and 3 and 2. 1 more time. Good. Cross your leg over to the left, holding there. Now try to pull that leg closer in, and you're going to push into the band. Kick and kick. Kick and kick, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the leg over to the right. Grab up high onto the band, and you're going to kick down and down, down and down, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Leg goes over to the left, and we kick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes up and around, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg on in. Let's go ahead and replace with the left foot. So your right leg should be feeling very warmed up at this point. Let's go ahead and stretch that left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Your right leg can either be bent or straight, whichever feels the best to you. We're going to go ahead and start with bending and straightening the left leg. So you're going to bend the knee in, straighten it out. Bend in and straighten it out. So I'm squeezing through my glutes on the left. Bend. Squeeze the glutes to straighten. Bend and straighten. So I'm thinking of my sits bone there, the bone right at the bottom of my butt. And I'm squeezing from there to straighten the leg. And thinking of pushing and bend and push. And we have 6 and push and 5 and push. 4 and 3 and 2. 1 more time. Holding there. Lift your leg up to the ceiling and press down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Up. So when I kick my leg up, I'm flexing the foot even more. Good. We have 6 more. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2, and 1 more time. Holding up here. Arms grabbing high up, holding that leg in. Flex the foot even more. You're going to kick back and back, back and back, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really pull up on the leg. press down into the band. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the leg back up. Now we're kicking toward your body. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thinking of kicking away. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open your left leg on out, all the way to the left side. Holding out here, straightening the knee. And take the leg up and over, crossing over your midline. Pulling that leg up towards your right shoulder a little bit more. This should feel like a very intense stretch there. Open the left leg out to the left side, all the way, holding there. And over to the right, holding here, pulling that leg up toward the right shoulder. And good. Okay, so now we're ready for circles. You're going to go and take your left leg out to the side, down, all the way over. Up, out, down, and over. Each time, you're going to increase the size of the circle. So you're trying to get that leg to go closer in toward your chest, further over the midline, and further out to the side. But especially closer in toward your body. That's what we're mainly interested in. And let's go 3 and 2. Your core should be very active here, keeping you stable. Now let's reverse. Leg goes down, up, and around. So there's no wiggles happening through my hips. I'm pulling my abdominals in, keeping everything except my leg from moving. And 3 more. 3, all the way over. And 2, and 1 more time. 1, holding over here. Pull that leg up, and we're gonna pulse, kicking up and up, up and up, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out to the side. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. Find your placement over. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and over. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg on in. Let's go ahead and bring both feet in to the band. And you're going to set your feet down there on the floor. Make sure that you have this range of motion available to you in the strap, or in the band. So you're going to go ahead and tuck your pelvis here. Nod your chin down and forward. You're going to curl yourself up just to this point. So I'm rounding my upper body in toward my pelvis. Tuck the pelvis. Roll yourself back down and then press those arms up. Bend. Tuck the pelvis, curving up just to this spot. Tuck, rolling on down. Push those arms up. And bend. Curving up, holding here. Tuck, rolling down. Arms push up. And hold. And arms push up. Good. Hold. Curving up, holding. Tuck, rolling down. Arms push up. And holding here. Tuck the pelvis, rolling down. Arms push up. 2 more times. Hold, push through your heels. And arms up. 1 more time. Curving forward, keeping your legs down. And slowly roll down, arms come up. Now we're gonna roll up higher. Tuck the pelvis, rolling just to this spot. So I'm up higher, but I'm still rounding my pelvis. And rolling down, arms push up. Tuck and roll up. Just to here. And arms push up. 2 more times. Hold. And down. Push up and tuck. And roll. And down. Push up. Now we're going to roll up all the way. Tuck, roll forward all the way. And up. Up here, we're going to press the right arm out. Left arm out. And I'm adding a twist. And twist. Tuck the pelvis. Slowly roll down. Reach your arms up. Here we go again. Curving up and forward. And we have to the right. And the left. Right. Left. Tuck. Slowly rolling down. Arms pull up. And 4 more times. Here we go. Tuck, curving forward and up. And we have right. And left. And right. And left. Slowly. Rolling back down. Arms come up. 3 more times. Curving forward. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling slowly down. 2 more times. Slowly rounding yourself forward. And we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. Pull those arms up. Final one. Here we go. Tucking and rolling up. And we have back and back and back and back. Tuck and roll back on down. Bend your knees on into a tabletop position. You're going to go ahead and you might have to adjust your feet once you get down there into the band. So we're going to go ahead and bend those knees, extend the legs straight out. Bend. So you're going to exhale as you extend. Inhale. Exhale. So with this, you get to adjust. The higher that your legs are up, the less demanding that this exercise is on your abdominals. If you want to make it more challenging, just lower your legs. Exhale. And we have 4. Extend and 3. Extend and 2. 1. Now let's go ahead and flex up, hold, and bend, and up, and bend, and up, and bend, and up and hold, and bend, and bend, and up, and bend. 4 more times. 4, and 3, and 2, bend 1 more time, upholding here. Go ahead and pull your arms back, and back, and back, and back, and we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, bending on back in all of the way. Very nice job. Okay, so now go ahead and crawl your hands up a little bit higher onto your band. Keep your knees bent, flex your upper body forward here. You're gonna go ahead and straighten both of your legs out, and you're just gonna bend and extend and bend, extend, bend. So bicep curls here with the legs extended. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees on in and down. 1 more set. Here we go. Flexing up, extend your legs out, and we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees on in. Set your legs down and away. Let's go ahead and lift back on up. We're gonna go into our twist series, which I'll face you for this. So take your legs out a little bit wider this time into your band. So make sure that the band is fully flat onto your feet so there's no crinkles in there, otherwise it might come off. You're gonna go ahead and have your palms facing the floor. You're gonna pull that right elbow back as you twist. Pull the elbow back. So I wanna focus on my shoulder blade pinching into my back as I'm doing this. And back. Back, pinch, back. Back, and we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to the right and hold. And we're going to release the arms, pull it in. And arm. And arm. So I'm pulling my elbow back. And back. Each time you pull the elbow back, increase your twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the left. Back and back. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Arms straight forward. You're going to go ahead and tuck the pelvis, rolling back, and arms bicep curl in. So I'm holding my roll back, and we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms forward and up. Okay, let's go ahead and come up into a standing position. So you're going to put the band underneath your feet, standing on top of it. So make sure that your band, it's always a little bit of a game here finding the flat position. So you lay it on the floor and bring your feet up to here. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm holding the band up pretty tall, pretty tautly. You're gonna shift your weight over to the left. I'm pushing my right leg out to the side, push. So I'm getting a lot of balance work here on that left leg, and then I'm also pushing from the side of my hip on the right. Push and push. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it on out. So let's shift over to that right leg. Oopsies, lifting up really tall. You got to find your balance there. And left leg pushes out and out, out and out. And we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping out. Let's lift the right leg up. Now let's go to 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should have felt that a lot more that time. Here we go. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're stepping out here. We're going to go and step out even further. Holding here. Arms come up and up, up and up. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, a lot of arm work there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take your band, wrap it around the front of your knees. You're gonna go ahead and tie a knot there into the band. You can give it a little bow to get the rest of the band out of the way. So, we're gonna go ahead and do little crab walks across the mat. So, I'm gonna create a little squat position. I'm gonna step out and in, out and in. Each time, trying to press out a little bit further. And left, 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 and left. Touch and right, 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 touch, and left, 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 and touch, and right, 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 and touch, and left, left. Bend your knees a little bit more, touch, and right, 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 and touch, and left, 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 and touch, and right, 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 and touch. Good, let's come into the center, knees out to the sides. We squat down, and up, and down, and up, down, and up, and down. So I'm pushing the band apart. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, lift your heels off the floor and lower, and lift, and lower, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and untie the band. It's a little bit, sometimes a little bit difficult there. There we go. Okay, so you're now gonna put the band underneath your right foot. We're gonna go into a little quick lunge series to finish our workout off today. So your right foot goes underneath or on top of the band. We're gonna start with a little balance work here. So, straightening up all the way through your spine, you're going to lift your left leg off the floor into a little arabesque. You're gonna tilt, oopsies, there's gonna be a lot of balance challenge on this. Leaning forward, now take your arms and pull them both up. And we're holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up. Don't touch the floor. Bend that left knee in. Let's go one more time. And out. Holding here. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg back in. Now you're going to step that left leg back into a lunge position. Bend your left knee down to the floor. We're going to go ahead and have your palms face back away from you. You're going to pull your arms back and back. So we're going to need triceps here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the arms together, 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 together. So close in while you're pulling back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's go ahead and put the left leg on in here. And time for balance. Here we go. Lift your right leg up, back behind you. Lifting up tall. I'll actually turn toward you this way. So right leg goes back, lifting up tall. Arms now, let's go straight out to the sides. You're going to lean forward, holding here your balance. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back up. Don't let that right foot touch the floor. One more time. And back. Holding here. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the right leg on down into your little lunge, bending that right knee back. We're going to go ahead and arms are going to go out to the sides. Press those arms back and back. Each time, bend that right knee down a little bit more. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We pause back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it back on in and up. Let's go ahead and take those arms up and over. Side stretch to the right. And center. And to the left. And center. And to the right. Up and over. Reaching those arms away. And center. Last one. Over to the left. And then round it out in the center. Tuck the pelvis. Holding here. And rolling up. Arching back. And release. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me today.